Hi, this is my friend Jordan Abramson and aka Jordy A the Poet. I had the honor and the blessing of being in the same room, sharing the same stage, doing a poem with this guy, and he blew my socks away. So found out that we have a lot in common, and you know, Jordan's come from a place where he's gone through some setbacks, he's gone through some challenges like we all do, and that's my passion in life, is helping you to get through those times when things get a little challenging. Those of us that are still, what they say, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. That are still living through some of the adversities and challenges. You know, even though we may look really happy and, you know, it's just like a perfect, you say, white picket fence life and all this stuff on the outside, on the inside, the things that we deal with, whether in my case is PTSD or stress or, you know, some trauma or things like that, we still have to live, we still have to move forward, we still have to put our best foot, you know, in the world, and still have to contribute and give back to each other. And that's my dream, is to give people like Jordan a chance to get to know you and share their dream with the world. So without much ado, he's one of the best people I've ever met in a long time. That's real, that's true, that's honest. And he does it in such a way with finesse and grace. And what I love about the people that I get to know today is that they're not adversarial. So it's not about creating conflict or tension, but it's about being with that conflict or tension and creating grace and peace through it. So,
All right.
you know, I just want him to say a prayer to get started, because he writes like the best poetry that he texts me, and maybe share a couple of them. Thanks.
Absolutely. I want to say I love to be here with Indira Gandhi Jr. I love to get to go to Sedona, and I like to say a prayer to my uncle who's no longer here with us. My private prayers, may he live on and may I see him in the next life.
And our buddy, the one that just passed.
And the game may is, dude.
The one, I love the story, how he helped you when you were an introvert.
Yeah, I actually read the poem. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, Gabe was a great guy. Gabe was my sister's boyfriend, who's named the kid Gabe before he died. You know, true story. Right? And he always was like a larger-than-life guy, and everybody I ever looked up to in this world, or hopefully the next, was a larger-than-life person. And he was the first non-family, larger-than-life person I've ever met. And I know if he went out the whole way. He went out with a smile on his face, because he's going to a better place wherever he was. He was a good guy. Anyways, I would like to do my first poem. My first poem is based on the Irish. It's called "For the Cause." I drew bars for the cause, that I would die or end up in bars. It was because of my devotion to the cause. So when I saw inequity and flaws, and I was given a choice whether to crusade or follow laws, and when it came time to make up my mind, I didn't pause. It was because of my devotion to the cause. And even though I was anxious, I did not seesaw. I knew the movement wasn't sanctioned by the bar, and it might seem bizarre, but I wanted to be a star for the cause. And accordingly, our actions were not done at some seminar. I did not nitpick or draw at straws. I signed up the plan to work for the cause. And our plan was not to make our stand in the land of Oz, or get rich or drive fast cars. It was to avail ourselves to the cause. So I sit in jail and won't get extended anyone's applause. It was just the life I wished, practiced, and saw in my effort to put a society of impropriety on par. That's why I was needed and dedicated to the cause that drove my struggle daily, that made me worship the Mother Mary, that made me question my actions really, nevertheless made loved ones worry, that led me to act as judge and jury, the cause that led me to my confinement, for what I believe was carrying out an important assignment. And because I conceived it was my life's calling, I would see the water around me begin falling. But the cause superseded my own truth. It was beyond the complicated ideals of youth. It was more than the actions anyone could control, more than the aspiration as anyone could withhold. Logically, our divisions were straightened in the wind, and that's how my imprisonment would begin. All I have to say is that I was caught up in life's jaws, and I was born to die for the cause. Thank you.
High five.
All right, boom, boom.
That was awesome. He's got a lot more. You can do anything else. I mean, it's open now. That was the one I was
Sweet.
so interested in.